It's been a successful first season at Worthing Football Club, but can we make it an exceptional season? Today, it's the playoffs, but I think we're going to lose so badly. Greetings, my excellent friends, and welcome back to episode 8 of the Director of Moneyball. I'm Kirk Sheridan, and today we have, at the very least, St Albans versus Worthing in the National League South playoff first round. But before we get into this, I just want to say the most effusive, heartfelt, genuine thank you to all of you who've supported this series. At this point of recording, we have just ticked over 1,000 subscribers on the channel. I am absolutely amazed at how much you guys are loving this content, and you're making me want to create an awful lot more for you, so thank you so much for the support. If you're liking this video today, please drop a like on it. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more where this has come from, but enough about that. I know you want to see what we're facing today. St Albans were top of the National League South for a very long time this season. They fell away right towards the end, hit a poor run of form at exactly the worst time, dipped as low as 8th at one point, but pulled it back in the last few games to end just above us in 5th place. And you can see how that compares to our trajectory last season. My goodness, this does not bring back happy memories. It's fairly easy to see at what point we parted ways with Dave Hedges as our assistant manager and brought in Ben Watson, who quite frankly performed miracles. An immediate upturn in form, but a solid end to the season meant that we secured that 6th place finish. St Albans won 2 of their last 5 matches, drawn 2 and lost 1. We have won 2 of our last matches and lost 3. So they are in significantly better form than we are. The board, however, have decided that we are now required to reach the National League South playoff final this year, although in the same breath, they're saying that they expect us to lose the next match, and so do our supporters. I have no idea what their true expectations are. I'm considering this a bit of a gimme. We've reached the playoffs, we've achieved that expectation, we've got a 2-year contract, we're not going anywhere. But win or lose today, it's my job as director of football to make sure that we have got a squad to compete next season, whether that's in the National League and competing to stay up, or pushing once again for promotion in the National League South. Now, we already have 11 players on the books confirmed for next season. Ollie Pearce, you saw me sign up last episode. Jack Maidlin, Jonathan Dinzay, Conrad Honor, our youth prospect, who I'm expecting to get a lot more first-team football next year. Samuel McLeod, new boy Alfie Whittingham and Tom Hughes alongside him. Talent Ayite, who again I'm expecting to get a lot more football as we retrain him into either a defensive midfield or attacking midfield position. Sam Allardyce, Ryan Clark and Lamine Sheriff. If we keep those players selected and look at the average performance of the players in the squad last season, biggest chunk of them are secure. Now, Harvey White is a real surprise. He started 4 matches last year and played brilliantly. He's not even the second best goalkeeper at the club. I'm absolutely going to be keeping him around, and if other clubs sniff around, we'll probably sign him up, or try to at least sign him up to a permanent contract. Tarek Hines, similarly, played 6 matches, brought in as a backup, but when he started, played incredibly well, whether it was at right back or, bizarrely, in defensive midfield. Aaron Racine, our club captain, I am definitely thinking about keeping on, but his wages are a bit of a concern. He's £600 a week at the moment. If we're going to keep him, I want him to take a pay cut. Harrison Mail, I'm pondering as well, for the same reasons as Ollie Pearce, to maintain his value to mean that we can actually sell him for a profit next year. Beyond that, I think it's going to be down to how the players perform in the playoffs. Are they big match ready or not? Lewis White, Danny Barker, Harry Phillips, they can all play their way in. Aaron Simpson as well. But these 3 folks, we are looking certainly to move on. They will not be staying past the end of their contracts. I'm trying to move them on before then just to save a little bit of money on their weekly wages. I've been trying to get my incoming business going early though. Rule 5 of Moneyball, of course, is improve the weakest area of your team first. And this left-back slot has been a problem area all year long. Cameron Tutt, who was our left back at the start of the season, has got a 6.71. Aaron Simpson, who we brought in as competition, 6.75. Just not good enough. So I've been able to shop around for somebody else approaching the end of their contract at another club, Jordan Norville-Williams at Farnborough. All of the club DNA boxes are ticked. Determination, teamwork, work rate, pace, stamina, strength and passing. I think he's going to be a fantastic addition to the team. He's great going forward as well. Look at that crossing, dribbling, first touch. He can be a proper attacking wing-back or full-back. He played 40 matches this season for Farnborough, and with that 6.78 average, did perform at a higher level than both of our left-backs, even though Farnborough only finished in 14th place. If we compare him with Simpson, he's better technically, attacking, aerially, mentally, physically. And if we compare him with Cameron Tutt, Tutt has the defending and mental edge, but Norville-Williams outstrips him in every other aspect. And he's coming in for £250 a week, which is cheaper than both Tutt and Simpson. So I like to think that's some fantastic moneyballing from your director of football right there. I've also tried to offer out some of the players who were already on loan at other clubs this season, who just don't have the long-term potential to fit into this Worthing squad. But sadly, no offers made so far. But it might be working with James Beresford. Taunton have put in an offer for him with an immediate transfer date, which I'm very happy with. Over to you, James. So St Albans are favourites for this match. We are playing at their place, Clarence Park. If we manage to get a result from this, it will be a significant bonus. But if anyone can inspire this team to greatness, given what he's already done this season, it's Ben Watson. Ben, over to you. The ground is looking quite packed. We've brought a lot of fans with us. So St Albans lining up with a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder to put up against Hughes, playing in our attacking midfield slot. Falevi starts again. As you know, I have high hopes for Falevi. On paper, looks great. On performance has been absolutely shocking. Now would be a phenomenal day for him to turn up and play really, really, really well. What can he do? Right, 10 minutes in, we're on top of possession so far, but they have a throw-in on our right flank, and the ball is floated in. Hines playing at left back now. Ben Watson is clearly a huge fan of Tarek Hines. He's played him in defensive midfield, at right back, at left back. It's just surprising to see someone with such a low star rating compared to the other players around him getting such good game time. But that is why I'm the director of football and Ben Watson is our manager. Lewis White flying down the wing. It comes to Hughes. And oh my word, what a strike! What a strike! Have you ever seen a volley struck so hard? My goodness me! And I think that whole move, if I'm right, started with Hines clearing the ball in our bottom left corner. Crossed over and Hughes just, oh my word, the goalkeeper just had to duck out of the way. Would have taken his head off if he tried to save it. So 20 minutes in, we're 1-0 up and St Albans haven't had a shot on target yet. But Hughes gets on the ball again. McLeod, Racine lumps it up to Falevi and it's cleared from Perry. That long ball up to Falevi is not working. He just can't get on the end of it to hold the ball up. If it breaks over the top and Falevi can run onto it, I think that will be all right. But trying to hit it up to him for him to grab hold of is not going to work. Now, Miles Meekham's being on a yellow card already at this point in the match is also a concern. Falevi, though! Oh, it goes a bit too wide. Oh, he takes on the defender. Managed to jink past him in the box. McLeod! Oh, my goodness me. It bounced off the crossbar, down onto the line and back out again. This has been a phenomenal stretch of play for Worthing Football Club. Hines there taking the throw. Hughes plays it. Hines in again. Falevi. Oh, did get on the header that time, but knocks it past the post. I was expecting this to be a one-match episode. We might well be in for a second if we keep playing as well as we have done for this entire match. Hughes has got a chance here to float a free kick in. It goes across and it's in from Sammy McLeod. Oh my goodness gracious me. Those Worthing fans behind the goal, absolutely loving it. The board expected us to be absolutely crushed. The supporters, those supporters who came along, they weren't expecting us to win today, but we're 2-0 up before half-time away from home. Although it's a St Albans corner, and that was a free header. Oh gosh, this is not good for my heart rate. St Albans on the attack again. It looks like they've probably changed how they're playing, but no, Hines gets on the ball once again and starts running down the left flank. Cuts inside to Miles Meekums, plays it to McLeod. McLeod with a through ball to Hughes. He is in acres of space. And that was probably the easiest of the chances that we've had so far today, but unfortunately it's put past the post. Well, that is a turn up for the books. We've been, hands down, the better team. Nearly 60% of the possession, 4 shots on target. Dare we dream? Hughes floats a free kick in. Can we do it again? Oh, that was close. That was very close from Racine there. Now Hines lofts the ball over and cleared easily by the St Albans defender, but only as far as Maidlin, who finds Falevi in space. Oh, that is the kind of opportunity. Falevi got in front of the defender there, but couldn't put the header on target. I don't think we're going to be giving him a long-term contract, which is such a shame because, as I say, on paper he looks like he could be great. He's supposed to be consistent, great in big matches, but it's just not working out. Hughes, though, gets to the byline, cuts back inside, and Lewis White, that's a penalty, surely it is. Lewis White is pushed down in the box. Hughes to take the penalty to put us 3 up, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. We're going to the next round of the playoffs. We've had so many efforts. 17 shots with 7 on target so far. Absolutely incredible. Allardyce comes on from Fernandez right at the end of the match. I don't know when the next round is actually going to be played. I hope we get a decent break between matches. But, oh my word, what a phenomenal strike by Hughes there. Could have had an absolute belter of a goal from that free kick. But Hughes has just been an absolute creative machine today. Taking a corner again now. And it's cleared away, unfortunately. But Lewis White keeps the ball in play. Lofts one across. Miles Meekums, can he keep it in? He does, but heads it to the St Albans goalkeeper. Talent Ayite comes on for a few minutes, as does Pearce, replacing Falevi up front. And that's it. Full time. That XG is just off the chart. Hines not having the best game out on the left flank there, but he was played out of position. Falevi, sadly one of his better ratings for us with a 6.7. Everyone else had an absolutely great game, including Mail, who managed to keep a clean sheet from that 1 shot on target. Who are we playing next? Right, it's Dulwich Hamlet in the playoff semi-final in 3 days' time. Dulwich Hamlet have finished the year on incredible form. They started so poorly, but just had a constant rise, locked in that second place. So I'm assuming their form is pretty strong. Actually, no, they have taken a dip in the last couple of matches, so maybe this one's winnable too. Dulwich Hamlet are favourites for this game, but now that we've won that first round of the playoffs, we've now won our last 2 and Dulwich Hamlet have lost their last 2, so we are the form team. James Beresford is no believer though. He has agreed to join Taunton, so that's £200 a week saved from our wage bill straight away. Board and supporters both expecting defeat once again, but I bet your Ben's got some different ideas. Playoff semi-final. I'd like to point out again, at one point in the season, it looked like we were never going to get close to this. I thought I was losing my job. Ben Watson, you're a hero. Dulwich Hamlet, that 4-3-3 again, which we played so well against in the last match. Could we do it again? Falevi starts again up front though, so it's pretty much the same team, although Simpson I see is back in at left back. Strange to see Pearce not starting, given how strong he has been this season. It looks like Watson is committed to making Falevi a success. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt us. And we're certainly not off to as strong a start as we did in the last match. Miles Meekums, though, repeating history, gets booked again ridiculously early. Please don't get sent off. Half an hour in, Dulwich Hamlet free kick. Mail does make the save and it's off the post. But Dulwich Hamlet get another free kick. Oh my word, it's off the post again. Goodness gracious, Dulwich Hamlet have hit the woodwork twice in fairly quick succession. Somehow we have scraped by without conceding. But you can see just from those horrible orange hearts on the previous screen, this squad are starting to look tired already. Now Racine lofts the ball up over the top and it's cleared easily away by Dulwich Hamlet again. And oh my goodness me, we've basically put their striker clean through and that's a Dulwich Hamlet goal. This is probably the point where our luck runs out. Dulwich Hamlet fans over there celebrating wildly, Worthing fans just getting absolutely drenched. How cruel is that, Dulwich Hamlet fans? Two nice sheltered sides of the ground and our fans are just over there getting absolutely bucketed on without any shelter whatsoever. And then they have to see a goal being scored against them as well. Not a single shot. I have to say, this would probably be a good time to bring on Ollie Pearce and make some other substitutions. Any half-time changes? No. We go into the second half with the same lineup. McLeod is pretty much our only decent performing player at this point in the game. Mail launches a ridiculously long kick upfield which comes straight back to us. Maidlin clears it to Hughes though, who floats it across to Lewis White. Is he going to get on this? He does. He has space to run into down the right flank. Can he get past the mid defender? Yes, he can. And the ball goes to Falevi, who scores! Falevi! Oh, Falevi puts us back in this match. Of all the games for him to find form. Lewis White just... Oh, what a weighted pass. And Falevi just... Oh, a beautiful run into space between the two defenders there. Quite right. Celebrating like he'd scored the winner. But it will do. It's an equaliser. It keeps us in this match. But they put the ball across and we're unable to clear it again. Oh, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Oh, Mail manages to catch it. I'm starting to repeat everything I'm saying because I'm so nervous. Now, Dulwich Hamlet are coming back at us down their right flank, attacking down our left. Miles Meekham's with a ridiculously dangerous push there. Could have easily got a booking for that, but the ball is floated in to Mills, who is another tall striker who we seem to struggle against. I remember us struggling on the last day of the season against a tall target forward, and we're doing the same again here today. So some height, some jumping reach and a bit of strength in our central defence is something that I'm going to need to look out for. He just attacked that ball and climbed straight over the defender there. Whittingham to Racine, back to Simpson, puts it all the way back to Dinzai. Maidlin, who, oh, beautiful pass to Hughes. Can he put one in? Oh, it's just straight to the goalkeeper. If he tried to cut it back, Falevi was there. He got ahead of his marker, but no. Pearce is now on 4 Miles Meekham, so it looks like we've got Ollie Pearce cutting in from that left wing to support Falevi, but nothing's happening. A couple more changes. Talent Ayite on for McLeod. It looks like time might be running out for us, though. We've got 4 minutes of added time. 2 minutes into that, we do see another highlight, and it's once again Mills just muscles his way past the defender, takes on Mail, and the ball comes out. 20 seconds left. What can we do? The ball comes to the Dulwich goalkeeper, is cleared away. Racine, free kick to Worthing. This is the last effort we could possibly have if the whistle isn't blown after this ball is kicked. Talent Ayite. Falevi might get into space. No. Racine just hits it as hard as he can. It's cleared once more. It doesn't look like we're going to get any joy. We just can't get past that Dulwich back line. And Mills is in again. Oh, Mail does collect it at least. But that's it. Time is up. We can't complain. We played nowhere near as well in that match as we had in the previous game. But to reach the playoff semi-final, when at one point in the season we were down in 15th place. I think that is a huge success. And let's just check quickly. 6'5". What is it about us and 6'5" strikers? Right, 6'5" defender, first on my shopping list for this summer. And that, my friends, is our first season as the director of football over. It's been a crazy roller coaster, but there's no time to stop and look back right now. I've already got to start planning the squad for next season. We know we're going to be losing our experienced player, Jake Robinson, one of our peak players. Some of these emerging players as well. That's going to be one of the challenges of this Moneyball way of playing. Every player we sign is going to be in this emerging or development spot. So it's going to be very hard, apart from bringing players up from within, to get people to a peak and experience level. Next season's budget confirmed, 9.25k per week wage budget and a transfer budget of £5,000. So very much in our current ballpark, just a little bit of trimming required. But that is a problem for another episode, because for now, I'm just going to bask in a very successful season. A playoff place, a competitive performance in the FA Cup, a competitive performance in the FA Trophy. I think that is a brilliant return for the first ever season that Worthing Football Club has spent in the National League South. So next episode, we're going to review exactly how things have gone, and I'm also going to judge myself against those rules of Moneyball that we set at the very beginning of the season. So join me again soon to find out how I think I've performed against those criteria, and of course to see how we get on with this rebuild. It's not going to be a quiet summer, that's for sure. If you have enjoyed the video today, please drop a like on as ever, subscribe to the channel, click your notifications on to find out the second the next part drops, and as always, be excellent to each other. I'm Kirk Sheridan, thank you for watching, I'll see you soon.